Every possibility, you're making all of me undone. Not so sure yet, but I think that I might. Nothing to you.
What's up, guys? Like 7 p.m., doing what I usually do at night, getting my little run on, and then Zoom training. So every Tuesday, Thursday, I train from 7:45 to 8:15. I have a group session, and then sometimes I'll have an individual before that at 7 o'clock. So I'm usually running later in the afternoons, like today. But we're going to get the run on, then we got Zoom training. Going to head out in the backyard. Hopefully the rain holds up here. But yeah, excited. Probably going to go for a little 2-miler today. It's a little bit cooler, humid, but not too hot, not too sunny. So let's get that run on. Rocking the Nike Pegasus today. These are the running shoes that I wear most of the time. I switch off between those and the Ultra Boost, but I really like these, especially for the outdoor run. So those are the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2s, I think. Yeah, pretty cool. They're really light. Go check them out. What is up, guys? We are back with another basketball workout. So today we did a bunch of ball screen stuff, and I just wanted to give you guys 3 quick tips on using a ball screen the most efficient way possible. And number 1 is going to be making sure that you set up the screen. Look how I'm getting lower than the screen every time before I come off of it. I bring my defender down so that I can bring them off of the screen at a better angle. If I were to start too high, then I'm not going to be able to get the defender to get hit by the screen, right? So bring that defender lower using a counter move, then set them up. Number 2, you got to read where your on-ball defender goes. So all these reads that I'm making right now are as if the defender had gone over the screen, right? Defender's on my hip now, so I'm attacking forward. Number 3, you have to make sure that you're reading where the help defender is. Right now, those 2 cones are where my help defender would be. So all of my reads are floaters here because I don't want to run over the help defender, and pull-ups. So you're going to see you have to be able to set the screen up. You have to be able to read your on-ball defender, and then you also have to be able to see where the help defender is sitting. If you have a defender that's sagging off of you like I have in this situation here, you want to be able to take that space and either get a jump shot off, get a floater off, or if you're quick enough to make a dribble move that's going to get you to the rim. So I'm going to practice a ton of variety of options here that you can see in order to take advantage of the drop coverage, which means that the big is sagging back and my defender's coming over. So every time you're working out and you're working on game-like situations, make sure that you identify which situation you're putting yourself in, right? Imagine the defenders. I'm imagining that there's an on-ball defender that's going over the screen. I'm imagining that the big defender is sagging under the screen. Maybe the next workout I'd practice if the on-ball defender went under the screen, right? So even if you're not working out with people, make sure that you're putting yourself in a game-like situation. Right now, I just finished up my morning cardio that I did. Show you guys that all the time, but finishing up breakfast here. So I made some protein oats per usual, and we're doing our editing right now. So I'm in the process of also breaking down the Phoenix Mercury. They've been the sleeper team this year, the WNBA, thus far this season. So I'm going to be doing a whole film breakdown on them for a separate video. But then we're also going to be taking a look at Bria Hartley, one of their key guards. She's having a breakout year. She's actually from Long Island, where I grew up, and we also played on the same AAU organization. So I am familiar with her, and she's having an awesome season thus far. So figured why not take a look into her game for our film study episode today. But before we get to the film study, I have an interview that I'm doing at 12 o'clock. So it's like for an Instagram TV thing or podcast kind of situation. So I'm going to be doing those with someone else who's a content creator. So excited to do that. What up, guys? Just finished that podcast episode. Just got changed up. About to head out. I got a bunch of Sabrina Ionescu cards. I got them on eBay about a couple of weeks ago for like $5.99. Kind of got back into the sports trading cards game. I have a whole binder of them. Let me see if I can find that. I have a whole binder of baseball cards from when I was younger. So I kept these and just a ton of baseball cards here. Pages full. And I know sports cards started to kind of go crazy again, and since I'm back into women's basketball, I figured why not just check out some women's basketball cards. I didn't really think, that they would be worth very, very much right now, but when I went on there, I saw Sabrina Ionescu, and it was the only rookie card out that she has right now. It's not like an official brand, but again, the only card out from her right now, so I bought like 5 of them for like literally $5, and then I flipped it. I sold it for $50 on eBay the other day, so that's been really, really fun. I'm going to keep the other ones for a while because I think they're going to go up in value. But just based on her popularity, I just wanted to see what one would go for. And I could not believe that, after buying it for $5, I flipped it for $50. Like, that's awesome, guys. If you're into sports cards, it's not really about the money. Again, I'm investing. I actually like the sport, and I'm going to hold on to a bunch of them. But I just kind of wanted to test it out and see, if I can get into it. And I bought a bunch more, not Sabrina necessarily, but I bought a bunch of other rookie cards from some of my favorite players. I'll show you guys that, but gotta go mail that package out. Someone's getting a nice Sabrina Ionescu card.
I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers. Our work, we were in it for a lot more. We were charging the world.
All right, we're back home. Let's get to work. Right into the film on Bria Hartley. You're going to see in these next few clips how she just plays so under control, plays at a great pace, not too fast, not too slow, and takes what the defense gives her. In this first play, you're going to see a little dribble handoff between her and Skylar Diggins. She goes over the ball screen. Now watch the big is zoned up, so she's going to pull up right into a jump shot. That's a great read by Bria Hartley. Very under control. So she is having a breakout season thus far. She is averaging nearly 18 points per game, which is definitely a career high. As of the time of recording this, though, she has sat out of the last 2 games because of an injury. But you're going to see here, she's very good at reading screens. The defense goes under. Minimal space, still knocks down the 3. The next one, you're going to see the defense go under again, not respecting that jump shot, and she just steps right into it, super confident. In this next play, the defense goes over. Again, she reads the help defender, has enough space to get off that pull-up. She doesn't force herself into the lane. Here, she has space. Defender doesn't step up, so she does get into the lane, makes an easy layup. She always makes the right decision, is under control. You're going to watch here as the defense comes again. Let's see, they go under the screen, and then she actually reacts, gets into the lane for another floater. So she's able to read not just her defender, guys, but the help defender also. Major key. Another pull-up, doesn't get blocked, doesn't force her way into the lane, under control, and makes the right decision. From these clips, the takeaway is that I want you guys to understand when the defender goes under the screen, they're not respecting your shot. You have to make them pay for going under that screen, and you got to be able to shoot that 3.
Hartley makes it.
And make sure you guys drop comments below on what kind of video ideas you want to see next. I'm going to continue to just cover these types of topics while I'm home, but I know it can get mundane, but again, I don't try and make everything look extravagant. This is what I do each and every day to, broaden my knowledge about the game of basketball, do whatever I can to put myself in the best possible position to, get hired, hopefully soon. That's coming, hopefully, fingers crossed, if there's a basketball season. And if basketball season gets canceled, I got to figure out what I'm going to do, right? I can go back to teach if I want, but I think I just want to kind of continue to take the training business to another level and just keep producing content for you guys. I am home, so I'm not having to pay rent and whatnot, so that is kind of nice, but at the same time, it would be nice to have more of a stable situation. But I absolutely love making these videos. I love breaking down the game of basketball, and I think I'm getting a lot of value out of my Zoom training sessions, and I'm getting a lot of value out of watching the amount of basketball that I am, so that when I'm ready, I step into a position and I'm fully prepared. So with that being said, sit back, enjoy the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, so I just finished creating the entire Phoenix Mercury WNBA breakdown video, so you guys just saw the film study on Bria Hartley, but I actually covered the entire team. I think they're the sleeper team right now. They've won 3 straight games, I believe, and they have the #1 ranked offense, but nobody talks about them. They're kind of like that team that, is really, really good, but nobody realizes it until they, win a really, really big game. So I did a whole breakdown on them, talking about their their ball screen offense, transition offense, their sideline out of bounds, and then their secret weapon. So these are all just like, 4 to 5 minute videos, pretty much breaking down, how they've done this season, how they've scored, and why they're so efficient. I really enjoy making those types of videos as well, and then I just voice those over. But those are fun to make. It helps me kind of watch the clips, highlight what's important in each one, and then hopefully teach some of the younger players who are watching any of the videos, or anybody honestly, but mostly probably younger players, that to teach them like certain concepts and certain ways that you can be successful as a team. But it's about 5 p.m. right now. I'm gonna eat something real quick, and then we're gonna head outside for our workout. We're gonna do some intervals today, 20-minute interval running outside, and then we're gonna do a basketball workout, and then we got Zoom training at 7:45.
If you were given the opportunity to choose one thing that you would change to progress the game of women's basketball better for the future athletes, what would it be?
Wow, you guys got some good questions. One thing I would change about the game. I think I would say like the resources. So you'll see that from schools that, let's say you go to an NEC school, maybe or a Quinnipiac. We have very nice facilities, but the disparities between the big schools and smaller schools are just crazy to me. So that's the one thing. I think that every team should have equal resources. So, some schools, like for example, some schools have a practice gym. We don't have a practice gym. It gives them a little bit of an advantage. They can get on the court whenever they want. We can't, because maybe the men's team's on the court. Just little stuff, right? So some teams might get 10 pairs of sneakers. We don't have that much money in our budget, so we can only get 2. UConn, for example, might take a chartered flight, a jet, anywhere they want, right? We have to go on commercial planes, stuff like that. So there's a lot of disadvantages. I mean, and they're subtle, right? So again, it's about the game. I loved every minute of my experience at Quinnipiac, like you guys have already seen. But I think that if they gave each team the same amount of budget so that you could work within, I think it would just level the playing field a lot more. And then again, also TV time. I think that obviously with the WNBA, I think the last 2 years, it's really a shame that this summer might not, happen, because last year was a huge year for the WNBA. A lot of girls that are, obviously Sabrina Ionescu, I'm sure you guys all know her. Every year there's more people really, really know are going to the WNBA. So the league is getting higher and higher and higher and more well-known. But the TV time that the WNBA and women's college basketball gets is nowhere near what the men's team. And I think that needs to change too. So, there's more players that, their names are well recognized. I think that will come. College gear. So obviously it depends on the school that you go to. But for us, you're starting the year off with at least 3 pairs of sneakers. Every time a sneaker breaks, as long as you're not greedy, don't be greedy about it, but you can get a new pair of sneakers. So we're sponsored by Adidas. So we used to be Nike, we moved to Adidas, and you guys might say, ew, I don't know if you guys like Adidas, but Adidas is the best now. I absolutely love Adidas. We think that's sponsored by them. Everything is branded. You get your name, you get your number, everything. We have about 3 different sweatsuits that we wear throughout the year. So at least 3 pairs of sneakers again, but by the end of the year, it might be 5 because you're getting new. So the Hardens, those are my favorite shoes to play in ever. I'm a low top person, so I like low top sneakers. So you get Hardens, you'll get winter coats, so ton of like big, thick winter coats, socks, sneakers, backpacks. The backpacks are the best. So every year I have a collection of just Quinnipiac stuff that, I can wear forever pretty much.